Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel, Meetings Assistance for Jehovah's Witnesses. I hope you're all doing well. In this new week, we are going to prepare for the comments from the section Let's Look for Hidden Gems. We are now in the week of February 3rd to 9th, during which we will analyze Psalms 144 to 146. Let's begin. The first question is: what do these verses teach us about how we should treat animals? Before answering the question, let's read the Bible text. Psalm 145, 15 to 16 says, "All eyes look to you with hope, you give them their food at the proper time. You open your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing." Very well, so the answer to the question is: these verses teach me that Jehovah lovingly cares for all living creatures by providing what they need to live. This motivates me to treat animals with fairness and compassion, ensuring I do not mistreat them and that I meet their needs, because they are also part of Jehovah's creation. Additional comments. The way Jehovah cares for animals reminds me that we must be responsible with any animals under our care, such as pets or working animals. We should feed them properly, provide them with a clean space, and treat them with dignity because they depend on us, and Jehovah teaches us to be good caretakers. Jehovah is just and balanced in how he cares for his creation. While he gives us the right to use animals for work or food, he also expects us to do so respectfully. This teaches me not to be cruel or careless with them, as such behavior would reflect an attitude opposite to the compassion Jehovah demonstrates in all he does. Let's move on to the next question. What spiritual gems have you found about Jehovah, the ministry, and other topics in this week's Bible reading? Psalm 144, 1 says, "Praise be to Jehovah, my rock, who trains my hands for battle, my fingers for war." Very well, so the comment is: here we see that Jehovah is like a solid rock, someone we can always rely on, especially in difficult times. This verse reminds me that no matter what challenges I face, Jehovah can give me the strength and tools I need to overcome them, just as he trained David for his battles. This motivates me to trust Jehovah as my secure refuge and to seek his help through prayer. Let's move on to the next comment. Psalm 144, 4 says, "Man is like a fleeting breath, his days are like a passing shadow." Very well, so the comment is: this verse makes me reflect on how short our lives are. Sometimes we can be so caught up in material things or worries that we forget what's truly important, our friendship with Jehovah. This verse encourages me to make good use of my time and focus on what truly has value, like serving Jehovah and helping others to know him. Let's move on to the next comment. Psalm 145, 8 says, "They speak lies with their mouths, they raise their right hands to swear falsely." Very well, so the comment is: this verse helps me see that Jehovah isn't looking for flaws in us, but is patient and loves us deeply. Sometimes we make mistakes, but this verse assures me that Jehovah is always willing to forgive us if we sincerely ask for his help. Additionally, it motivates me to imitate his compassion and be more patient and loving toward others. Let's move on to the next comment. Psalm 145:16 says, "You open your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing." Very well, so the comment is, this verse reminds me that Jehovah is generous and cares for each of us, even for our daily needs. If I feel anxious about the future, I can remember that Jehovah always takes care of his servants and ensures they have what they need at the right time. This strengthens my trust that he will never abandon us. Let's move on to the next comment. Psalm 146:3 says, "Do not put your trust in princes or in any human, who cannot bring salvation." Very well, so the comment is, sometimes we may feel tempted to depend on people, whether they are leaders, family members, or friends, to solve our problems. But this verse reminds me that only Jehovah has the power and wisdom to truly help us. This encourages me to strengthen my trust in him and seek his guidance instead of relying solely on human solutions. Let's move on to the next comment. Psalm 146:5 says, "Happy is the one who has the God of Jacob as his helper, whose hope is in Jehovah his God." Very well, so the comment is, true happiness doesn't depend on having many material things or on what others do for us. This verse teaches me that happiness comes from having a close relationship with Jehovah and trusting in him. It's a happiness that never fades because Jehovah never lets us down. Let's move on to the next comment. Psalm 146:6 says, "The one who made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and who remains faithful forever." Very well, so the comment is, when I see how incredible creation is, I realize how powerful and wise Jehovah is. If Jehovah could create everything that exists, he also has the power to help me in any situation, no matter how big it seems. This gives me confidence and reminds me that nothing is impossible for him. Well, that was the analysis of comments and answers for the hidden gems of this week. I hope it is very helpful to you, my dear brothers and sisters. I'm sending you a big hug, and may Jehovah always bless and protect you.